My name is Walt Goodridge, and this is Q&A on the beach. The person who asked this question was on Saipan for a few days before his tour. So he asked a question. A few days ago, the phone service to landlines on Saipan went out. How commonly does this happen? I do not know because most people, myself included, do not have landlines anymore. There are certain maybe law offices, maybe big, huge retail establishments may have landlines, but even some of those are tending to use cell phones as well. So even, let's say, a car rental company might have a series of cell phones that they use to communicate. That way they can be on call 24 hours a day. So landlines are being used less and less. And I would imagine that as a result, the resources, financial resources to maintain them might also be limited as well. So I don't know how often they go out, but that is something to consider in that I think cell phone service might actually be more reliable to some degree, since that's something that 90% of the population has. So therefore more resources are allocated to keep those running. And there will be an occasional outage for whatever reason, but that's usually rectified within a few hours, as I'm sure this one was as well. So things have gotten much better over the years in terms of the sustained connectivity. So it's not something that you have to worry about. When I first came to Saipan years ago, the connectivity and the ubiquity of cell phone service and free Wi-Fi was even greater than it was in the mainland, because we have or people in the workforce who have families overseas. Then the need to communicate by chat, by computer, by cell phone was higher here than it likely is in other places in the US. So therefore, I found that the Wi-Fi system was much more reliable than it was at the time. This was in the early 2000s. But over the years, things have just gotten better, and now there is much more sustained coverage around the entire island, and I have not experienced any outages of any major concern. In most cases, if there is an outage, it's usually remedied within a few hours.